What's up, everybody? It's Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of Blue Book MKE and the Let's Level Up Your Business 5-Day Challenge. In today's video, I want to help solve a problem that I've seen some of my students have, that I've seen some of my clients have, and that I ran into when I was learning how to advertise on Facebook. I haven't really ran into this with other platforms, but for some reason, this is an issue that you can run into on Facebook. So, just to give you a little background on something that Facebook has changed, but I don't know if it's actually changed 100% in their system. When Facebook introduced their ad platform, they did not want people to place ads that had text wrote all over the image. As a matter of fact, they used to have this little diagram. It was like this little diagram when you went to place your ads on Facebook, and they would say image, and then they would have like this little piece, and it would say text, and then it would say like 25%. So what they were saying was that whatever image you put, they wanted to have image, and they did not want it to be covered with text. So say, for instance, you had a car, you were selling cars. Got a little car here. You were selling cars. They didn't want you to put on there like big sale like this. Even though that would look good to the eyes of the individual, it would catch attention, they didn't want that to be covered up for whatever their reasons were. I think the reasons why they didn't want that to be like that, now that I have experience with this, is that they didn't have technology that would read the images. And they didn't want people to sneak things in. They didn't want people to sneak phone numbers in, because, you know, some of the things that marketers will do, understanding that you're going to get paid every time. I mean, Facebook, and this is where all the platforms, they're going to get paid when people click the ads. That's what they want people to do. They want to make money on clicking the ads. And if you were to sneak in, you know, your phone number, you know, call. Some people may not click the ad, they might just call. That's why they're like, hey, we don't want to just be freely advertising people. And you might be saying, well, we see that all the time with posts. That's because it's not a paid post. That's just a post where someone posted, and then it might come up on your feed. But any paid ads, it's going to run through their preview process, and then they're going to make sure that you don't have anything that violates their terms, which really the violation is all about the money. Now, but one of the things that I had noticed is that even when I was running ads back at that time, and we followed their 25% rule, and we had the image, that for some reason, those ads had a hard time working through the system. And what I mean by a hard time working through the system is that they wouldn't show. So like the difference was, we had an ad that had a little bit of some text on there. And then we had another ad that just had an image with no text, just image with no text. And we would notice that, for example, this ad would show to 5,000 people per day, and it had let's just say it had a budget of $10, which it's moved up. Their CPM is a little bit more now, but this is just for example. So that budget on that ad was $10. The budget on this ad was $10. But we were seeing like 15,000 people per day. And so when I started investigating that, even though they had a 25% rule, I had noticed that if I took the text off and just put the text above where they give you the space, that those ads were showing to more people. And I believe that that's because their system is still not perfect on working through those ads. Now, something that I noticed with a client just last night, that we had put together an ad, and on that ad, we had used, it had an image with the text. It was showing results. So it was showing the results of what this client had done for someone. And I had noticed that even though now their policies changed where you could have text all over it, and some of the ads that we've ran that had text all over it, they would do really well. But some of the times, and this is what happened with a client last night, we put the ad together, and the people that it reached was like very low. I was looking at it and I was like, it's only really been shown to like 100 people. And I'm like, it's like spending money, like your ad is just spending a lot of money. And I'm like, we got to fix this. I immediately said, we got to turn those ads off, and we have to reset and redo the ads in a whole nother campaign. Don't try to fix that campaign. There's something with the algorithm that is stuck, something the way that it's having the computer on their servers read to serve it out to people. There's nothing you can do. We don't work in there. What I know from experience, that's why it's very good to understand and work with someone who knows and who has ran into this type of stuff. Only way you're going to get that is if you've ran ads. And I've ran, I think now, over 5,000 Facebook ads, probably more than that, probably close to 10,000. When I count all of my clients, it might be 20,000 ads. For myself personally, for just one of my businesses, I know I've ran over 5,000 ads. For where I'm talking about campaigns where I stopped an ad or started an ad and duplicated an ad. I've done over 5,000 for just one of my businesses. And I know that when something like this happens where it is not serving out to a lot of people, that means that there's something wrong with the way you always say you want to look at everything with the ad. So let's go through our little checklist. Let's go through our checklist. First thing is that you want to look at that image. Is there something in that image that could be stopping that ad from being able to be shown? And this is guesswork on your part. You got to guess to see if that's something that's potentially happening. What I say to do is to lower the budget and split it and change that image to something that doesn't have any text in it. You could use the same information, and then you could see if that's going to fix it. And that's exactly what I did. Is we set up two different campaigns. Last night we had an image ad and we had the image ad with the text inside of the same campaign. This morning I said we're going to split the two. So we had an image plus text in this one. We split the campaign. So this is campaign 1, campaign 2. Two different budgets. And we with this test, we just did a small budget. His budget, this is a one-man show for his business, and we just said, okay, it's going to be $12.50 per day. We just split the budget. At first, it was going to be $25 a day. So we split the budgets, and now we're going to compare and see what's going to go on with here to see if that makes a difference. Because right now, we're just trying to make sure that this ad gets to as many people as possible, because just having that happen that gets us into the next level of being able to collect leads. So right now, we stopped those other two ads. and we separated the campaigns, same info. We did make some adjustments on the text that goes above the ad up there. Just made some little adjustments on that, and added a little bit of text information there. We always use the learn more button because we don't want to scare people that they're signing up for something. And then when they click the ad, it's going to go to the lead form where we'll collect the name, email, and phone number, and then that'll be sent over to the company, and they'll do the follow-up. And we also have the automatic follow-up process in place too. So for this lesson here, if you have trouble with your ads on Facebook and it is not displaying to enough people, this could be the reason why. I would suggest that you split them up. Number one, you make a whole new campaign. Don't try to fix that campaign. Make a whole new campaign. Split them up. Test one campaign with the image plus the text. If there's just one that you just want to see if it'll work because you know you've paid a designer and you want to see if they can get that to work. I mean that it just looks nice. You know, you want people to look at that image. It's like an ad in itself. And also make one where you just have an image. And on this, the way that I like it is that, say for instance, you're a business owner, or let's just say you're a mechanic. It could be a picture of you working on a car, no text or anything with the ad. It's just showing a picture of you working on the car. Or if you're in office, you have a business where you work in an office, it's you sitting at a desk, you know, maybe signing a paper, or you just looking at the camera, but it's just a picture of you. Those pictures work the best. And also remember, my rule is that people because of social media, people like to see real pictures. And really even not, let's even go further, because I see this on websites like Yahoo, where they, you know, those news websites, the pictures that get your attention the most is the ones that look real, not the ones that look fake. That's something that actually works all the time. It works in newspapers. It works everywhere. All right. I hope that helped you. The link is below if you want to get a consultation. Maybe you're struggling with getting leads or phone calls for your business or making sales. I could give you a phone consultation, let you know my ideas on what I would do to straighten out that problem. Also, the link is below for my Let's Level Up Your Business 5-Day Challenge, where I will be teaching you live how to generate more leads, more calls, more website traffic, more store visits, and more sales. We're going to double your business. If you're working a 9-to-5, we're going to get you out of that 9-to-5 with a process. This isn't overnight, but it's going to be a real deal strategy, real deal lesson and learning process that you can put into place so you can get to your goals of either financial goals or quitting that job or doing something else that you love. I'm gonna put that program together to help people like you with that. Thank you for your time. Please subscribe to the channel. Please post your questions and comments. This is Stephen A. Williams, President and Founder, Blue Book MKE. Let's Level Up Your Business 5-Day Challenge.